Okay, today we are going to crack a code. A secret language that's hiding in plain sight, or, well, plain hearing, I guess, inside every single song on your playlist.
I mean, think about it. You're scrolling through your playlist, right? One song comes on and bam, you're totally hyped. But then the very next track hits and suddenly you're in your feels, looking out the window like you're in a sad movie. How does music do that? How does it just have that kind of power over us?
Well, here's the thing. It's not magic. It's actually a system, a language. And the coolest part? It's a code that anyone can learn to crack. And trust me, your favorite artists, they are absolute masters of this language, using it to make you feel exactly what they want you to feel. And get this, the key to this entire secret language, the thing that unlocks everything, it all boils down to one little number: 3. That's it. Just 3 notes, played together at the same time, are the secret ingredient to pretty much every song you've ever heard. So let's dive right into this 3 note secret. This is the absolute ground floor, the fundamental building block of how music makes us feel. It's called a triad, and you can think of it like a single Lego brick. Pretty simple on its own, right? But with these little bricks, musicians build these massive, incredible sound castles. We're talking everything from that pop song stuck in your head to the epic soundtrack of your favorite movie, all from these simple 3 note stacks. To really get how a triad works, let's stop thinking of it as just 3 notes and start thinking of it like a team. You know, like in a video game? Let's call it the chord squad. And in this squad, every member has a super important job. All right, meet the players. First up, you've got the root. This is your team leader, the anchor. It gives the chord its name, like a C chord or a G chord. Then you've got the third. Now, pay close attention to this one because it's our MVP today. The third is the mood setter. It literally decides if the chord is going to sound happy or sad. And finally, you've got the fifth. This is your support character, the stabilizer. It just hangs back and makes everything sound solid and full. Okay, you ready for this? We're about to see how changing just one member of this squad can completely flip the entire mood of a song. It's like finding a secret cheat code for emotions. So you've basically got 2 main vibes. On one side, major triads. These are your happy, bright, upbeat sounds. Think of the chorus of your favorite feel-good song. On the other side, you've got minor triads. These are the ones that give you that sad, kind of mysterious, thoughtful feeling. It's literally like slapping a filter on a photo. Major is that bright, sunny filter. Minor is the dark, moody, black and white one. So, what's the actual difference? What's the secret switch that takes you from total joy to feeling kind of down? How does that even work? Remember our chord squad? Well, it all comes down to one player. That key member in the middle, the third, the mood setter. This little guy is the one calling all the emotional shots. And this is the part that might just blow your mind. The huge, massive difference between a happy major chord and a sad minor chord is just nudging that one note, the third, by the tiniest amount possible. We're talking 1/2 step. That's like moving over just one key on a piano. That's it. It's insane, right? That tiny little shift is the secret behind so many of the emotions in your favorite music. Okay, but music is more than just happy or sad, right? Sometimes it's tense or dreamy or just weird. Well, songwriters have some special moves in their back pocket for that stuff too. These are like the special effect chords. You've got diminished triads. They sound super tense and unstable. You know that sound in a movie right before a jump scare? That's probably a diminished chord. Then there are augmented triads. These sound really strange and floaty, kind of like a dream sequence. Artists don't use them all the time, but when they do, you definitely notice. So, we've got our basic emotional building blocks, our happy chords and our sad chords. But a song isn't just one chord. So how do they string them together to actually tell a story with sound? They use something called a chord progression. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's the order the chords progress in. The best way to think about it is like a combo move in a fighting game. The order you press the buttons matters, right? Same with music. The order of the chords creates a journey that just feels satisfying to our ears. And here's a crazy secret. There's one specific 4-chord combo that is a certified, guaranteed hitmaker. You might see it written down with Roman numerals. And I am not kidding when I say this simple pattern is the secret formula behind thousands of pop songs. Seriously, once you learn to hear it, you'll start noticing it everywhere. It just works. So when you put all this stuff together, the chords, the progressions, you get what's called harmony. And harmony is what gives music its depth. It's the difference between a simple doodle of a stick figure and a fully rendered 3D character with shading and color. It just makes everything feel real.
All right, so if you're going to take away just one thing from all of this, what should it be? It's this. The feelings you get from music are not an accident. Music is a powerful language, and it's built on some really simple rules that anyone can learn. And guess what? You now know the basics of that code.
So here is my challenge to you. The next time you put on your headphones, really listen. Try to hear the code. Listen for those shifts from a happy major chord to a sad minor one. Listen for the journey of the chord progression. Because now that you know the secret, what kind of story are you going to hear next?